Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and we are here with the look at our first Monopoly in modern business. We are looking at the Disney Company. On Friday, I posted a video about company towns, and one of the few that still exist is a area around Disney World in Florida. They own some of the little local town there. So it is very much a Walt Disney company town. And now we're going to get a look into some of who Disney is as a company, the monstrosity they are. So let's jump a little further into this. There is a list, this is from Wikipedia, list of assets owned by the Walt Disney Company. It's a list of assets currently or formerly owned by the Walt Disney Company unless or otherwise indicated. So yeah, as of August of 2023, it has been organized into three main segments: Disney Entertainment, which is the film and TV assets as well as streaming; ESPN, which includes ESPN Plus, so their sports network; and Disney Experiences. So, yeah. First asset they introduce is Disney Enterprises Incorporated. And it is the holder and trademark owner of Disney's IPs, intellectual properties. They appear in court filings and everything. Um, yeah, ownership of all these, it allows them to file infringement copyrights and all that. There is TWDC Enterprises 18 Corporation. TWDC is the Walt Disney Company. But yeah, it is the holding company founded to facilitate the acquisition of Capital Cities / ABC Incorporated. Yes, the television network ABC. They are owned by Disney. Disney Worldwide Services. And they are shared corporate services. But yeah. We have Disney Financial Services, LLC, person to person customer service inquiry; the Disney Children's Center, Child Care Center; D23 Official Fan Club; Earth Star Incorporated, which is its own corporate airline; Grand Central Creative Campus, secondary office locations; and Disney DTC, direct to consumer television. Yeah. Disney Entertainment. We have Walt Disney Studios. The film studios. It has Walt Disney Pictures, Disney Nature, Walt Disney Animation Studios, their ownership of Pixar, their ownership of Marvel Studios, ownership of Lucasfilm. So they own the right to make Marvel Media and Star Wars Universe Media. They own 20th Century Studios. So, yeah. Which is things like 20th Century Family, 20th Century Animation, 20th Century Games. But yeah, when you think 20th century, you got to remember it. We're looking at 20th Century Fox. So the entertainment behind that. They have a 20% stake in Regency Enterprises. They own Searchlight Pictures. Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. They own Buena Vista International. It is the joint venture between Disney Studios and Sony Pictures. Buena Vista Theaters Incorporated. El Capitan Entertainment Center. So you're looking at Disney Studio Store, El Capitan Theater, Hollywood, Masonic Temple. They own Walt Disney Studios Marketing, Worldwide Special Events, Theatrical Group, Disney Theatrical Productions, Disney Live Family Entertainment, Disney Theatrical Licensing, New Amsterdam Development Company, New Amsterdam Theatrical Productions, Walt Disney Theatrical Worldwide, Buena Vista Theatrical, Buena Vista Theatrical Ventures, Buena Vista Theatrical Merchandise. And then you have Disney Music Group, which owns Agarita, Buena Vista Music, Falferius Music, 500 South Songs, Fuzzy Muppet Songs, Whole Pick Music, Hollywood Pictures Music, Pixar Talking Pictures, Seven Peaks Music, Seven Summits Music, Touchstone Pictures Music and Songs, Itapau Music, Mad Muppet Melodies, Marvel Comics Movie Music, Walt Disney Music, Wampa Tauntaun Music, Wonderland Music Company. They also own Buena Vista Records, which was revived as a joint country label with Universal Music Group. They own Walt Disney Records, Hollywood Records, RMI Recordings, Disney Concerts. The Disney Studio Services they own is Disney Digital Studio Services, Studio Post-Production, Studio Production Services, which own all these smaller ones here. Disney General Entertainment Content. You've got Disney Television Studios, ABC Signature, 20th Television, 20th Television Animation, Disney Television Group, ABC Entertainment, Freeform, Hulu Originals, Disney branded television such as Disney Channel, Disney Junior, Disney XD, which and production units such as Disney Television Animation, It's a Laugh Productions, Disney Original Documentary, Disney Unscripted and Alternative Entertainment, Walt Disney Television Alternative, FX Networks, FX, FXX, FX Movie Channel, FX Entertainment, FX Productions, National Geographic Global Networks, Onyx Collective, ABC News, ABC Audio, News Studios, production units. Yeah. This is stupid. Networks. A&E Networks. It owns 50% equity holding joint venture with Hearst Corporation of owning A&E. A&E Networks International, A&E Network Consumer Enterprises, A&E Studios, which has things like A&E Originals, A&E Indie Films, A&E Films, 45th and Dean. They own A&E Networks Digital, Lively Place OTT, Lifetime Movie Club, History Vault, A&E Ventures, Propagate Content, Real One Entertainment, of which they own 35%, Vice Media, which they own 36%, Philo, which they have a stake in. They A&E TV networks. They own A&E, Crime and Investigation, FYI, History, History in Espanol, Military History, History TV 18, of which they own 50% stake, History Films, Six West Media, Lifetime Entertainment Services, of which they own Lifetime, Lifetime Movie Network, Lifetime Real Women, Lifetime Movie Club, Lifetime Radio for Women, Lifetime Press, Lifetime Digital. We're not done yet. We're just barely through this. Disney Streaming, Disney Plus, Hulu, Star Plus, Disney Plus Hotstar, Disney Platform Distribution, Disney ABC Domestic Television, Walt Disney Studios Home, Movies Anywhere, international network brands. I mean, look at all this insanity. Walt Disney Companies Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And look at all this. Look at all these. Disney Company Latin America. Disney Company Asia Pacific. Disney Experiences. Disney Consumer Products. Disney Store Worldwide, Disney Direct Response Publishing, Integrated Retail, Disney Gift Card Services, Disney Games and Interactive Experiences, Disney Mobile, Disney Canada, Disney Electronic Content, GameStar, RocketPackGo.com, Marvel Games, Marvel New Media, Disney Channel PI Content, Disney Channel PI Content and Media, Disney Channel PI Labs team. You have Disney Publishing Worldwide, which has things like Core Publishing, Digital Publishing, Disney Books app, Disney Learning, NG Media, Parks and Resorts. Oh, how can we forget stuff like Disney World and such? Disney Parks Merchandising, Disney Parks Imagineering Research and Development, Disney Destinations, LLC, Disney Sports Enterprises, Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings and Honeymoon, Disney's Yellow Shoes Creative Group, Partners Federal Credit Union. They have their own credit union. Disneyland Resort, which, yeah, theme parks, shopping complex, resorts. And they show a list of them: Disneyland, Disney California Adventure, Downtown Disney, Walt Disney World Resort, Lake Buena Vista, Florida. You've got stuff like the Magic Kingdom, Epcot Center, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Disney's Animal Kingdom, water parks. You've got Disney's Blizzard Beach, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon, land holding companies, Compass Rose Corporation, Disney Travel Company, Disney World Hospitality and Recreation Corporation, Central Florida Tourism, Reedy Creek Energy Services, Bay Lake, Florida, Lake Buena Vista, Florida, other attractions and features: Disney's Boardwalk, Disney Springs, Seven Seas Lagoon, Bay Lake Transportation and Ticket Center, Disney Transport. Yeah, this is insane. Disney Parks International, the Hong Kong International Theme Parks, Shanghai Disney, Disney Signature Experiences, ESPN Incorporated, of which they own 80% of, 20% owned by Hearst Corporation. But this is stuff like ESPN, ESPN2, ESPN3, ESPN Plus, ESPN on ABC, ESPN International, ESPN News, ESPN Deportes, ESPN Film, ESPNU, ESPN Now, ESPN Pay-Per-View, ESPN Events, ESPN Radio, ESPN Books, ESPN.com, Anscape, ESPN Home Entertainment, ESPN Outdoors, Digital Center, ESPY Awards, ACC Network, Longhorn Network, SEC Network, ESPN Bet. Shared services. There are services shared between Disney and ESPN segments. Product and technology, Disney platform distribution, Disney advertising sales from Disney Creative Works, Disney XP, and Project Elevate. Others. Yeah, this goes on and on and on. Look at this insanity. I mean, honestly. Look at this shit. They divested them of some of these assets, but yeah. Look at all that insanity. All this stuff they own or have owned. We've even got over here from Wikipedia acquisitions by Disney. They were founded in 23 and since 1996 have acquired many properties to increase the size in the media industry. This table shows some of the most substantial and important acquisitions. 1957, they owned Disneyland with a 64% controlling stake. 1960, they get the remaining shares, so they own all of Disneyland. WED Enterprises, 1965. Retlaw Enterprises, 1982. Rather Corporation, 87. They own 50%. 88, they got the other 50%. Capital Cities ABC, Toy Smart, Starwave, InfoSeek, Fox Family Worldwide, Saban Entertainment. So yeah, Saban, the one who made Power Rangers, that's now a Disney property. The Muppets and Bear in the Big Blue House, Avalanche Software, Pixar, Climax Racing, Junction Point Studios, New Horizon Interactive, GameStar, Wide Load Games, Marvel Entertainment, Capulus, Playdom, UTV Software Communications, Lucasfilms, Maker Studios, BAMTech, Euro Disney, 21st Century Fox, Hulu, which was Comcast's original third. Yeah. It is ridiculous. Former acquisitions: Young Broadcasting, Andy Hayward, Bain Capital, Chase Capital Partners, The Weinstein Company, Saban Brands. So it looks like they did end up selling it. Yeah. Film Yard Holdings, Kids 2. Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment, or Warner Brother Games as it's now known, Sinclair Broadcast Group, Scopely, Banijay, Gimbal, Viacom CBS, Calvary Chapel in Costa Mesa, I think it's a good idea you decided to sell that one, because Warner owns DC Comics. It's kind of conflicting if you own the two big comic companies. But yeah. And then to make things even more insane, this is Duke Law. Mickey, Disney, and the public domain, a 95-year love triangle. On the 1st of January 2024, after almost a century of copyright protection, Mickey Mouse, or at least the version of Mickey, a version of Mickey Mouse, will enter the public domain, the first movies in which the iconic mouse appeared, most famously Steamboat Willie, were made in 1928, and works from that year go into the public domain in the United States in New Year's Day 2024. It should have already been public domain, but as we will see, the Disney company kept applying to extend patents. The public domain has had some famous recent arrivals, but this is the most anticipated entry yet. Why? It is not simply that Mickey is a famous copyrighted character, so are Sherlock Holmes and Winnie the Pooh. And while they entered the public domain with some fanfare, it paled in comparison to this event. Yeah. 95 years. Where is it where it talks about the expansions? Yeah. The answer, ironically, is not distinctly mouse-shaped. Is distinctly mouse-shaped. Here is a diagram. It says trademark. You cannot use Mickey in a way that misleads consumers into thinking your work is produced or sponsored by Disney. Then, on the other side, newer copyrights. You cannot use new copyrightable versions of Mickey until those copyrights expire. Then, Public Domain 2024, you are free to copy, share, and build on Mickey Mouse 1.0. But the original copyright was supposed to end quite a while back. 1984, I believe. But yeah, Disney extended copyright law and kept it in domain under Disney ownership until 2004. Then, before the copyright expired again, they went and expanded the date of copyright expiration so that he would be under copyright until 2024. And that's where we are now. That is 96 years. Think about that. It was originally supposed to be 56 years. But they kept expanding the copyright dates through lobbying. Through lobbying. This is how powerful they are. And so instead of going public 56 years after it was first copywritten, 1984 is when it should have expired, they kept lobbying, and it's been public domain since, or been copywritten since, but it is now supposed to enter public domain. Finally, in January. Now, Disney very well might try to lobby their way through it again. They've done it before. I wouldn't be surprised. They're greedy fucks. But yeah. Mickey, yeah, this is from Johns Hopkins Business School. Mickey Mouse heads to the public domain, but what does this mean for Disney and other copyright holders? Yeah. $1928. Oh, it's ridiculous that we go through this. But yeah. Here's some more assets owned by Disney. Look at this insanity. Ridiculousness. Every company Disney owns, a map of worldwide assets. Yeah, I got several that were like this. How entertainment became an empire. I mean, it's insane. that they're as big as they are. Walt Disney Company profile. It's freaking ridiculous. Disney versus market share relative to its competitors. So this is a percentage of the market it owns. A look at the quarter. Yeah. The different companies: News Corporation, EW Scripps, Hasbro, Mattel, Microsoft, Comcast, Graham, Gannett Company, New York Times Company, Meta Platforms, Fox Corporation, Cedar Fair LP. And this, yeah, when it comes to hotels and tourism, look at that. Over 94%. 94% in hotels and tourism industry. That is Walt Disney's owning. Others: Cedar Fair, Six Flags, SeaWorld. Yeah. Services sector. I mean, just in tourism and hotels alone, it needs to be broken up. But yeah, time to break up Disney. This was an article 2019. The company known for Mickey Mouse is now a sprawling conglomerate in entertainment and beyond, and that's a big problem. It takes in over 10 billion a year in profits alone. Almost 38% in 2019 of all US box office sales have gone to a Disney owned movie, down from a peak of over 40% earlier this year. And that's even before the coming releases of Frozen 2, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. It has gained and gained and gained. 1990, it sat about 15%. Goes up, down, up a little bit, over 20%. There it dropped back down to 8, 12%. There it dropped as far as 10.5. But yeah, up and down, and then all of a sudden we start to see, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030, 2031, 2032, 2033, 2034, 2035, 2036, 2037, 2038, 2039, 2040, 2041, 2042, 2043, 2044, 2045, 2046, 2047, 2048, 2049, 2050, 2051, 2052, 2053, 2054, 2055, 2056, 2057, 2058, 2059, 2060, 2061, 2062, 2063, 2064, 2065, 2066, 2067, 2068, 2069, 2070, 2071, 2072, 2073, 2074, 2075, 2076, 2077, 2078, 2079, 2080, 2081, 2082, 2083, 2084, 2085, 2086, 2087, 2088, 2089, 2090, 2091, 2092, 2093, 2094, 2095, 2096, 2097, 2098, 2099, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, and a tremendous rise. We go up quite a ways, a short drop, and then boom, the highest point it has been, which is just 25% of domestic box office sales. That's a quarter. A quarter, 1/4. Drops back down, and now 38%. It owns over a third at the point of this article's writing of box office sales. This is just movies. Think about that. They have such a lock on entertainment. It's ridiculous. It really is. The Disneyfication of everything. And then finally, from Seeking Alpha Q, world's largest media company becoming even stronger. This was in 2021. They analyzed the world's largest media and entertainment company and highlight the company's attributable strengths. Disney's competitive advantage stems from its vast content portfolio, boasting a strong and reputable global branding, allowing it to dominate across all of its segments in media and entertainment. Its rich history built up of intellectual property, which it's kept copywritten, because as we just talked about with the original version of Mickey Mouse, which was supposed to go public domain in 1984, it kept upping copyrights, having the government up the copyrights. Affected by the pandemic, its leisure segment with the theme parks and cruises were impacted, but a gradual recovery anticipated. Anyway. Yeah. Disney contains significant streams of revenue from 4 segments it operates, with the media network segment accounting for the largest portion at 40%. As of 2020. And they show a chart here showing where the money comes from. Media networks 40%, direct to consumer and international another 24, theme parks, experiences and products 23, and then studio entertainment 13. We already talked about their parks, experiences, and products. They own over 94% of all those that, out of the competitors and everything. Do they have anything as far as other further breakdowns? Here's a chart that's supposed to show the companies Disney owns. Jeez almighty. Attendance and frequency by age, 74 to 2019. The biggest by far has always been the youth movie watchers. Your 14 to 24-year-old. Next is the 25 to 34. 35 to 49, and then of course the ones who tend to watch the least, although they've actually gone up, is 50 plus. I mean, all of them went up a little bit except for the 14 to 24-year-old. That's kind of almost consistently slowly dropped. The rest of them, they hit a low point, but they picked up. Yeah. Ridiculous. Their business segments, they own 52% market share, it says, in parks, experiences, and products. Another one showed 94%, so yeah. Studio entertainment, 38%. Media networks, 28%. So yeah, of these, we're looking at over a quarter, over a third, over half. I mean, in all honesty, Disney needs to be cracked back down to size a bit, because in some of these things it is too fucking big. Looking at sports networks, ESPN by and far the biggest. Next, NFL Network, and just under it is Fox Sports 1. And at number 4, ESPN2. Then we got Golf Channel, NBC Sports, Major League Baseball Network. Then we got ESPNU. Then we got NBA TV, Fox Sports 2. Then we got Univision Deportes. Then we got Fox Deportes. BN Sports, Espanol, BN Sports. Yeah. 3 ESPN networks there in the top 10. Yeah. 8, 4, and 1. By and far more than any of the others, and ESPN alone makes more money on subscription revenue than the others together. I mean, this is a monster. And like I said, they also own ABC. So sports there, regular television shows. Additionally, they also have a significant presence with the kid audience. Disney Channel, Disney XD, Disney Junior, accounting for 1/3 market share in terms of kids' viewership, ahead of its competitors such as Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon has 31%, with channels such as Nickelodeon, Sonic, Nick Jr., Cartoon Network, and Pogo Company only has 27%. Then you also have Discovery Kids, Chuddy TV, Maha Cartoon Network, but Disney, by and far, is the head. Disney, Hungama, Disney XD, Disney Junior, 1/3 of the market. It's just insane. But this video has already been a long one. We've been looking at all these charts and stuff for 45 minutes now. It's been a long video. My point to wrap this up, there needs to be some breaking up of Disney. Its influence and size is ridiculous. There needs to be certain things removed from it. I say pull ESPN and its subsidiaries off, split them away on their own, because clearly ESPN on its own makes huge money. Shoot. Sell Hulu its third stake in that, because it already owns Disney Plus. I would crack down on some of the parks. Like I said, it's more or less formed its own company town in Florida around Disney World. Crack down on it. Seriously. But, yeah, I wanted to finally try to get something done with these trust monopoly videos, so I figured we'd go bring one of the biggest out first, Disney. It clearly needs to be broken down a fair amount. Let it keep Lucasfilms, Marvel, but there's other things that should go elsewhere. Disney shouldn't be owning everything, or at least a stake in everything. But yeah, as always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting links in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.